you can transmit a message of love and of peace.
Listening to Black artists and being raised in a household that really appreciated Black music, but also being influenced by pop culture.
This is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today, your media hub for all things Black entrepreneurship, politics, news, and events in Hampton Roads and beyond.
And now, here's your host, Blair Durham.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's the 109th edition of Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham. Super excited to share with you all today. Today's show is sponsored by the COO team, as well as Apex Financial Group of Virginia and Milestone Mental Health Agency. Today's show focuses on music and business, and I'm so excited about our first guest, Miss Bree New Moon. She is a talented author, songwriter, music producer, singer, and a composer. Releasing her debut single, Young and Reckless, a tranquil mix of R&B and pop just 3 weeks ago, Bree New Moon's goal is to change the world by using music to calm the confused, inspire the ignored, delight the downtrodden, uplift the unlovely, dance with the disappointed, embrace the environment, and to love the loveless. Welcome to the show, Bree. How are you?
Oh, thank you so much. Wow, what a beautiful intro. I'm great.
Hey, I thought you wrote that intro. I love it. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, welcome, and thanks so much for being here. So as we're jumping in, I'm thinking about the fact that you really are an entrepreneur at heart, and so many are going in the direction of working independently as opposed to signing with a label. Can you talk a little bit about what influenced your decision from a business standpoint to go independent?
Absolutely. So, I mean, you've heard the stories. Labels tend to kind of do this thing where when they're developing artists, they tend to kind of drive them to be the artist that would be best for their profit margins, not necessarily who that artist really wants to be. And I think that the most important thing that we bring to the table is our vision. It's the thing that makes us different. It's the thing that we have to color the world with. And what a lot of artists don't realize is that the way that you protect that, the best thing that you can do for the art is to be strong on the business end. So doing it independently just gives me the flexibility and the agency to really tell my story the way that I want it to be told.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And so what does that look like from a business standpoint? What does it take? I think of so many that are talented and excited about doing music, but may not understand what's required from a business standpoint. What kind of team are you having to kind of work with in order to make this happen?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad that you said that, because there's something that my manager always says that just really stuck with me. He always says that people think it doesn't take that much, but it takes all that and more. And definitely having the right team around you is the biggest piece of that puzzle, I would say. I mean, I'm so fortunate to be able to have a manager that would take a bullet for me, a great marketing team, so I have a legal team in place. I mean, there are just so many moving parts that are so essential, and that really keep the machine going, because when you're doing it by yourself, I mean, you can't really do anything if you're truly by yourself. You have to have the right people around you.
So true. So you've debuted your single, Young and Reckless. What is the response? What are the people saying?
Oh, man, it's been so amazing. I mean, gosh, we've been on the radio. There are so many, publications that have been doing amazing reviews. We've even been in Medium magazine, which is it's just like mind-blowing to me. But yeah, it seems like it's being received really, really well. It seems like people are relating to it, which is exactly what my hope and prayer was for in the beginning. It's freaking me out that you can say, Alexa, play Young and Reckless by Bree New Moon.
It pops right up, right?
Yeah. So it's really good.
So exciting. And even just, thinking about when I first kind of heard the song and my own sort of relatability, just thinking, wow, what an incredible theme to explore for this generation. So kudos to you for doing the brave thing there. So what's next in terms of this project or other projects?
Yeah, absolutely. So something different that I kind of was able to work on recently. a local entrepreneur by the name of Dr. Angela Reddick. I was able to connect with her through my manager. She came to the release event that we had for Young and Reckless, and she actually asked me to do the theme song for her podcast that's going to be coming out in January. It's called She Got It From Her Mama, and it's about, the relationship between mothers and daughters. It's going to be her and her daughter, Nissa. And I was so honored that she asked me to do that, because that's something, writing for other people is something that I've always wanted to do, but I never really thought that I would be doing it in this context. And she's a fellow Duke. She went to JMU. My manager went to JMU, and I went to JMU. So it's kind of like a little Duke operation, which is awesome.
Nice.
And yeah, it was just kind of a different way to express my creativity. And I have a lot of pride, not in the product itself, but in the fact that I was able to deliver something that she was asking me for, and that I feel like I was able to bring her vision to life sonically, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and is that the kind of work that you are interested in doing? I mean, are you open to being sort of contacted for those kinds of projects?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, today it's a podcast. Tomorrow, who knows? It could be a film. It could be a television show. I'm definitely open to all of those opportunities. It was so much fun, and I think that it just actually helped my creative muscle and made me better as an artist on my own, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, very cool. So, I'm especially kind of interested in this business piece. We did a series maybe about a year ago where we looked at the business of music. Breaking into this $billion industry. While I'm watching what you're doing, and really in awe of it. What would you say to someone like you who's talented but maybe doesn't necessarily have the resources, isn't totally confident in their gift? How would you encourage or inspire that particular person in terms of business?
Wow, that's a great question. There is a book that I would recommend to anybody who is interested in seriously pursuing music as a career. It's called All You Need to Know About the Music Industry. I believe it's by Don Passman. And I hope I'm not getting that wrong, but the title is definitely All You Need to Know About the Music Business. And that book has so much information about the team members that you need, the way that you need to go about getting your music out there, the way that you connect with your fans. And I mean, you talked about resources. I'll be honest, it is a really important thing to secure funding for your business, because it is a business. That's the thing that we're stressing here. It is a business, and you have to treat it that way. The art is important, but like you said, there are so many talented people in the world. There are a lot of people who can make really good music, but the thing that sets people apart is whether they have that foundation in the business or not. So I would say just really, really get that foundation right. Educate yourself as much as you can about the music industry, and just don't be scared. Go for it.
I think that's incredible advice, for sure. I'll ask you this too. I'm sure this probably comes up. The name Bree New Moon, is this your stage name, or is this like where do we get Bree New Moon?
Yes, people always think that Bree New Moon is a stage name, and I get it. It's not like your typical thing, but it is my government name. My mom is Native American. My dad was African American, and she gave me New Moon as my legal middle name and my Native American name, and she chose it because a new moon is special. It only comes once a month. So yeah, that's kind of the little backstory on the name.
Dope. I love it. And then I'm looking here, at the kind of intro statement in terms of your vision, right? And really wanting to connect with people and thinking about the times that we live in, and, the noted various other skills that you have. Why music? Why go this direction right now?
I love that question. So I think that music is just such a unifying and universal force. I mean, who doesn't love music? Songs, artists, experience. I mean, we're kind of, on lockdown and not really able to go see shows the way that we used to, but we've all been to shows that are life-changing for us, it's like ineffable. You can't even really explain it. But my whole thing around music is that I want to use it as a tool to change the world. And I mean, that sounds so corny, like I hate saying that out loud, but it's the truth, so I have to. Because I have 3 causes that are really, really important to me. One of them is education. I just think that most of the problems that we have in the world are based off of a lack of education. When we know better, we do better. Sure. I think that's Maya Angelou quote. Another one is equality. I mean, I just think that another thing that would make the world so much better is us being able to recognize the intrinsic value that we have, and not trying to qualify people based off of, race, religion, ethnicity, nationality, even sexuality. All of those things are just boxes that we try to separate ourselves with. And then the last one is the environment. I've always been really passionate about the environment because that's the one thing that everybody on this planet absolutely, undeniably has in common. We are all inhabitants of this earth, and we have to protect it. We have to honor it. We have to respect it because we have to preserve it for the future generations that are to come. And music is just a vehicle for us to all kind of come together. If I can change the trajectory, I always say this, if I can change the trajectory of somebody's day, if I can make somebody smile or laugh with a song, then that's really what it's all about, pointing people in the right direction.
So powerful. As you were saying that, I thought about one of the defining moments in my life, and it took place at a concert. I was visiting with Stevie Wonder at the Ted Convocation Center, probably easily 10 years ago. And it was single-handedly the most impactful concert that I'd ever attended. And, now listening to you as I'm thinking about, those performers that made a tremendous mark, it had everything to do with the fact that there were these causes, there were these aspects of their vision that really pertain to some sort of underlying cause that they were getting at. And that's why they resonated. Of course, they were talented too, but their real vibration was this cause that they were after. And just thinking about the subtlety of music and how it is that, through your lyrics, through that energy, you can transmit a message of love and of peace and all of that. May I ask who your musical inspiration is or has been?
Absolutely. I do want to say one other thing about that, though. I think that while the causes and talking about them and everything is so important, you have to put your money where your mouth is as well. I'm going to be coming out with some sustainable products. I'm going to have some bamboo straws and some bamboo cutlery so that we can cut down on, single-use plastics. All of my merchandise that's going to be launching the beginning of next year, 2021, is going to be, sustainable products and ethically sourced. All of that is super, super important to me. And I just think that any people in the music business, they have to have that integrity where everything that they're doing reflects their connection to those causes. So I just wanted to, and all of that.
I'll say this, Bree. I did make the transition to stainless steel straws this year.
Love it.
Come on, being that we're a smoothie household, 5 straws a day. Let's transition. So I'm all about what you just said.
Awesome.
Sure, those small changes. But anyway,
yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. But to answer your question about inspiration, absolutely. I mean, one of the things that I always say is that I was heavily influenced by all the Motown artists that, were coming. I mean, that was a long time ago, obviously, but my parents always had, that music playing in the house. And so that, I think, really heavily influences my sound. But also my drum patterns are heavily influenced by, my heritage, being Native American. We pray with drums, party with drums. It's all about drums. So
wow.
As far as artists go, though, more current artists. I'm definitely a huge pop person. I love, Khalid, Ariana Grande, Halsey, and definitely Mariah Carey was probably the artist that got me interested in music in the first place. Tracy Fast Car is that's like the soundtrack of my life. I have a cover up right now.
Who was that? I'm sorry?
Tracy Chapman, Fast Car.
Okay, wow.
Familiar with that song?
Yes.
That song is just one of those legendary, timeless, pieces of art to me.
Yeah.
So it's that, just the R&B, the pop, and kind of the merging of those two.
And so how would you kind of quantify the Bree New Moon sound? Is it fusion? Is it like what space? Or have you created something? Well, I guess that would be fusion. What would you say about your sound?
I would say it's a vibe. It's so hard.
It's a whole vibe. Okay.
Yeah, if I had to put it in a box, though, I would stick with that R&B pop thing.
Yeah.
I do think, I would say that my black side is the part of me that gives me any element of cool. And,
okay.
Listening to black artists and being raised in a household that really appreciated black music, but also being influenced by pop culture and just, being a young person who's into, upbeat music and current stuff that's on the radio. So it's kind of, I would say pop R&B.
Yeah. Okay. So where can we find the music? Where can we connect with Bree New Moon? Direct us to your space.
Yeah, absolutely. So my handle is Bree New Moon on everything. It's Bree with 2 E's, New Moon like the phase of the moon. And then my website is just my name as well as BreeNewMoon.com. You can sign up for my mailing list there and be the first to be updated about everything that we have going on. The project is going to be out next month, December, it's December now. So
can you believe that?
So crazy.
Yeah.
So look at all the flower blooms. It'll be out soon.
The flower blooms. Okay. And I assume it'll be everywhere that, folks are streaming music, buying music, all of that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be everywhere that music is sold. And just a little quick note about the name of it. It's called A Flower Blooms because I really feel like this is my blooming season. Everybody has, I think, a moment in their life where they start to come into their self and they start to, it's kind of like, how a flower is growing and growing and growing, and then overnight it seems like it just burst into this beautiful display of color. It seems like it happened in an instant, but there was a lot of...
happening all along, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So the meaning behind it.
Yeah, really beautiful. I'm definitely excited to check it out. We've got about a minute and a half. What else would you say? What would you want to share?
Oh, man, that's a great question.
I've got you on the spot. It could be inspiration. I mean, closing out the year, heading into 2021.
Yeah, let's just double click on the business thing for.
Sure, let's go.
I just think that people who are going for this music thing, for the entrepreneurship, I would say that it's so important to surround yourself with the right people, but also to be true to yourself. It sounds so corny, but you have to be recognize the importance of what you're doing, and you have to respect it, and you have to treat it as such, because like I said, there are so many people in this world who know how to make art, but do they know how to mass produce it? Do they know how to build the foundation that's going to carry them? Because if you think about it, that all the artists that we know and love that have been around for decades, they had a strong business foundation.
You figured that out. Yeah,
I would say that don't underestimate the importance of every little part of your business, because you being in the details like that, you being kind of the overseer of everything that's happening and not letting anything fall through the cracks is what's going to carry you. So, yeah.
Word to the wise, from the wise. Appreciate that so much, Bree. This has been great. I
much. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. I look forward to having you back on the show as things escalate. Don't forget the little people. I would love to interview you in the future, after the release of the project and hear about, everything that's coming your way.
Absolutely. Blair, thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure. This has been a great conversation. And just, I'm really proud of the work that you're doing. You are awesome, and congratulations on everything that you have going on now as well.
Appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Are you a 757 business owner? Do you desire to make new connections and grow your community involvement? Could you benefit from taking classes to sharpen your skills? Well, join Black Brand, Hampton Roads Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. Completing a membership application is simple. Just click onto our website at www.blackbrand.biz or download the app. We look forward to meeting and building with you soon.
This show is brought to you by Positive Vibes Incorporated, our consulting services. We do credit fixes, tax resolution, we lend private money to real estate investors, and we do debt consolidations. Basically, we put money in your pocket when you need money. We put money in your pocket when you need money. 757-932-0177.
Phenomenal. Stay with us online at Black Wall Street Today on Facebook and Black Wall Street Today on Instagram, and then follow us on Twitter as well at BWS Today. We look forward to talking again next week. Have a wonderful week. I have said, and I will continue to say, that the most important priority for the Black community is the Black community, not a particular political party. Phenomenal.
Hey, yo, when I say black, you say Wall Street.